What is going on, everybody, and welcome to episode number 4 of this World Cup Squad Builder series. And I guess a bit of an apology at the very beginning. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video, but the reason for that is because I was in Orlando, Florida for the past week and a half, about 10 days I think exactly. But it was a lot of fun being over there. You know, you got to go to Universal Studios at Disney World, and the hotel room was pretty nice. You know, we had a pool, so obviously dealing with the 90-degree weather wasn't going to be too much of a problem. But the one thing it did lack was a very good internet connection from my room, so I wasn't even able to do mainly anything on the internet while I was over there. But I'm back now, and I'll be bringing out this video here because I finally got a good internet connection. But I can't seem to find my FIFA 13 disc, so I've got some questions to ask around here to see what happened to that before I can start making some more videos. But I'll bring this one out for you today. It focuses on Australia, or otherwise known as the Socceroos, the Australian national football team, which has qualified for the FIFA 14, or the World Cup for 2014. Sorry, I don't know. I guess I'm just getting back into the groove of things. But we'll go into the squad right away. And at the goalkeeper, quite a good surprise, or not really a surprise, but it was a very welcome change. So we've got actually an informed gold goalkeeper, and if you've been watching the past two squads, we've only had some silver goalkeepers, so it's actually pretty nice to have a goalkeeper in goal, because he's better. To be quite honest, he's just better. He was very, very surprising. I didn't think he'd be as good as he was, but it only cost me like 13,000 coins for whatever reason, and he was actually pretty good. At left back, we have Behic, who's a 78 pace left back, who's 63 overall, and honestly, he was just like the defender, the left back with the best pace and defensive stats all around, which is why I ended up picking him. But at center back, we have got an inform who recently came out. I think he cost me around 8,000 coins. Nothing very impressive in his stats, but I was going to use his non-inform anyway, and as soon as his inform came out, I thought, well, might as well, you know, he's the upgraded version of him. But he was fairly solid all around. But his center back partner is only 65 overall, but he has got 75 pace, which was very, very nice. And it was definitely very useful at the center back position. And overall, this defense was actually very, very strong. I didn't expect it at all when I first started making this squad. Wilkshire was also a very fantastic player. He's one of the best Australian players that they've got on their national team. He plays in the Russian league, I believe, but he is one of those right backs who tends to overlap his right mid partner and join in the attack, which, I don't know, I enjoy using that, and it's very helpful when you have another player up there. The left mid is Ruskavitsia, I think that's how you pronounce his name, who actually has 90 pace, and that is his only redeeming factor. He did score quite a couple of goals, but he's got 3-star skills, and none of his other stats are pretty impressive. But that 90 pace is obviously very amazing, and Australia had a very good team last year, in my opinion. If you made a silver team, they were absolutely fantastic. They had a very good left mid and a very good right mid, but I don't know what happened to that right mid from last year, who had like 88 pace or something along there. But we'll move on to the center mids, and we had two center defensive mids that I put at the center mid position, because when I initially made this squad, I didn't think the center backs were going to do very well, so I wanted two center mids that were going to stay back as much as possible to help them out. But they actually came up with like 3 goals each in most games, which is pretty amazing. I didn't expect it at all, but I was definitely very happy. And they both played for the championship, so you can definitely try them in any squad that you might want. And our right mid is Cruz, who plays in the Bundesliga and started off in this game as a striker, but has been changed to a right mid for whatever reason. But he's at 84 pace and decent stats overall. He's 73 overall and pretty good player. Nothing very impressive. I think he would be better suited at the striker position. But at the center forward position, we have probably the most famous Australian player right now, who is Tim Cahill, who plays for the New York Red Bulls. And I was actually there for his very first game. I can't remember why. I think I was there for the Tottenham preseason tour, and they played against the New York Red Bulls, and Tim Cahill was there, and actually conceded a penalty, which was I guess it was a pretty good challenge, but he fell over and they got a penalty and scored. But in this game, he's a fairly good player. With his defending and heading stats, you could probably play him at a center mid or center defensive mid position. But I thought it'd be a waste if he had that 82 passing and 80 shooting. So I just kept him at that center forward position. And his 66 pace definitely lets him down. He feels very, very slow. but his heading is immense. He's only 5'10", so you know that heading is coming from his jumping stat, and it's really funny to watch him beat defenders like Felipe Santana at corners and score some goals. So if you're definitely looking for a laugh, you can definitely try and pick him up, because it's honestly very funny to see him jump over defenders to get some goals. But he actually scored a very nice volley. I think it's one of his first goals that he scored for me that I didn't think he was going to score. He took it like on the first bounce. He was about 25 yards out. He just smashed it. He was a fairly good player, but he did cost me 30,000 coins because he came out when that MLS Cup was, or I bought him when that MLS Cup had come out, so everyone's prices had gone up. But a fairly good player for that center forward position if that's where you're thinking of playing him. And the final player is Lecky in the striker position, and he has got 86 pace, and he doesn't look very impressive if you look at his in-game or his on-card stats, but he's only 66 overall, but he is a very fantastic player, and I guess that 86 pace really was all you needed, especially in this game. All you need is pace, and if you're gonna have one up top, you need to have someone fast, and Lecky suited that position perfectly, and he did score most of the goals for this team. And I did end up winning, I think, all of them except for maybe one. I think I drew that one, but overall this team was fairly good. It isn't very strong, and I don't really see them doing very well in the World Cup. Unfortunately, they do have some strong players, but not enough to compete with the likes of, let's say, Brazil and Spain and the Netherlands if they happen to come up against them. But it is a fun squad to try out because you don't see it very often, and if you ever feel like making it, go ahead. It's a fairly strong team if you know how to play with it correctly. Don't try and just, like, I don't know, press L1 and pass the ball, or LB on the Xbox, because you don't really have the players to do that with. But that's going to be this squad, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There will be clips of goals at the end and some saves from Schwarzer, because he was just such a fantastic keeper. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. I'll be uploading much more often. Again, apologies for being away for so long. But other than that, that's been the video, guys, and I hope to see you all next time. Lay me down on the bed of roses, stick me in the river. I don't send me